Alright, so getting ready for college, I applied under my legal name, legal gender in the fall. I got accepted to a college about an hour and a half away from where I live. Since then, they have like this whole social kind of account. I did change my preferred name there to Kyle. I've been in contact with the director of housing and the LGBT director to work things out as a transitioning person. Let's see, I had my orientation day 2 weeks ago, so I went up, visited the college, stayed one night in the dorm rooms, toured the campus, all that fun stuff. My name tag said Kyle. My name, like on the roster for my orientation group, said Kyle. I passed, mostly for some guys. Like, I'd hold open the door and get, "Oh, thanks, man," or "Thanks, dude," whatever, all that kind of stuff, and it was like, still a happy dance on the inside. I didn't try so much with the people in my group after a while. I did for an hour or two, and so I was pretty sure that it was kind of obvious to them that I was female, so I tried more when we ran into the other groups that obviously didn't know me. Again, in touch with the housing director. Orientation, most people had roommates. I did not. I also was in a suite setup room, so I had my own bathroom, and then the other room there was no one in it, so I didn't share that with anyone either. When I went to my orientation, I met with the LGBT director. We talked. They do have counselors on campus. They have one that does specialize in LGBT people, I guess. They obviously have a GSA, Queer Straight Alliance kind of deal. So orientation went pretty well. My roommate situation, I was given a couple options when I first contacted the housing director. As I'm biologically female, they could not randomly put me with male roommates, although they stated they'll consider me transgendered male no matter what state of the transition I'm in. I could room with a male if I requested, and he requested me, so like a friend from college going there, and that was the original plan. I was going to room with a friend, but his mother makes no sense. We're not allowed to room together freshman year of college, but we can room together sophomore, junior, senior, whatever year after, which I need to roommate more for freshman year than I do for any of those other years, but whatever. So then there's actually another female to male trans student that I was going to room with, but when we talked, we emailed, we're friends, but we never like really were motivated to request each other as roommates. We both got housing assignments that we liked separately. I mean, I'm in a single room and he's in a single room, and we're fine with having single rooms. Neither of us really want like an actual roommate, I guess. I share a bathroom with a double room, which is where it gets interesting. My counselor gave me the advice that I need to establish myself as a trans person, that way people don't get it into their heads that I'm female or call me by my legal name or anything. I emailed my roommates. I said, yeah, I go by Kyle in the very first email, because my college email said my legal name, and I was not happy to learn that, and I'm trying to fix that. Anyways, we talked for a couple of emails, and I think I want to say like the fourth or fifth one, I was like, okay, how LGBT open-minded are you? Because roommates are randomized. They were not picked based upon their ideals and such. They're twins, so I spent most of the time talking to only one of them. She said that they're somewhat open-minded, but they're not extremely open-minded. I gave another email, and then by that time they're asking for my Facebook, they're asking for my DeviantArt, and all of those say Kyle, but not only that, they also list my gender as male, because I chose to do that. So finally I told them, I'm like, okay, I'm trans male. I explained to them that my gender identity is different from my sexual preferences, that I still prefer men, that I have not begun any part of my transition yet, and the like. I got an email back from them. They said they were uncomfortable with me being trans, that they felt it was easier for me as one person to seek different housing than it was for the two of them to find a new room. I was not happy that night. I emailed them the next day. I said, well, you're the ones that have the problem with me. I'm under no really obligation or motivation to seek a new housing situation. I told them I felt it was rude. They assumed it was easier for me to find somewhere else to stay, because through months of talking with the housing director, trying to figure out getting a single room, getting a suite that shared a bathroom, that way I don't have to use community bathrooms or anything, that was not easy. I told them that. I said, this room specially accommodates me. It's not easier for me to switch rooms. And since I told them that, I haven't heard anything back. I did send them another email probably a month later, so that was a couple days ago, asking, like, we live in the same area, we could meet up. I mean, you don't have to like me really, but we should at least try and figure some of these things out, like schedules for bathrooms and stuff like that, so that we don't have to run into each other. Because other than the bathroom, I can have nothing to do with them. We don't have to run into each other, whatever. But they didn't reply to that, so I'm not expecting too much from them. I could request to go elsewhere probably, but I'm pretty sure that would have to be a hostile situation in some way for me to switch rooms. I told the LGBT director about that my roommate situation. She said, just kind of leave them alone. If they don't want to talk to me, that's their decision, whatever. As long as there's no really there's no conflict, it shouldn't really matter. And so she said, if anything happens, talk to her, talk to the housing director, whatever. So far, since I haven't actually gone to college yet, that is my college experience, really. So I have a couple friends going to the same college that know I'm trans. I also have a lot of old high school schoolmates that are going to the same college that do not know I'm trans. I know some of them have been in my classes over the past couple of years and know me pretty well. My dad was a teacher at my high school, so they also kind of know me as his daughter. So this will be interesting getting up to college. I mean, in the end, idealistically, I'd like to change my last name, just so that people who do know my dad don't affiliate with me with him, just because he was a really popular teacher at my high school. But I don't think I'm going to. But I don't want to get up there and have someone, like, recognize my last name, and then kind of go like, but wait, that's a male first name, that can't be his daughter, unless, and then just, yeah. Because some of them might not take trans being very well, so we will see about that when time comes around. Moving day for me is August 16th. I have the whole welcome orientation deal that whole weekend until classes start on the 20th. I'm going to be a business major. I do kind of want to double major in graphic design, but that'll take some switching some things around. I've applied for jobs at one at a coffee shop, one at a bagel shop, and one at a school restaurant. Both of them are a little bit above minimum wage, so that should be an upgrade for me. Um, in the process of trying to get a new bike. My current bike I got in like 8th grade, and it's purple, and I don't want a purple bike. And my mom's like, well, why do you need a new bike? And not that supportive, so it's kind of hard to explain to her, I don't want a girl bike. But, yeah. We'll see how room goes. I mean, our rooms aren't attached, so it's not like I'm coming out of specifically a girl's room or anything, and I'm pretty sure the hall's co-ed. So, yeah. Apparently told I shouldn't be antisocial and I should make friends, but I'm an antisocial person. I like my video games. I like my books. I like my computer. I don't need to leave to go anywhere to meet people. I can be a hermit in my dorm room aside from classes and work, like I kind of already do now. But we'll see. So, yeah, that's prepping for college, I guess, really.